All right, guys, I want to talk a little bit about keto today. That's something I get a lot of questions about. That's something a lot of people ask me about. And I want to give you the top 3 reasons that I believe keto works for the people you'll see kind of promoting it online and all that kind of stuff, which ironically are the top 3 reasons that I don't particularly like keto for my clients and myself personally. And I've tried keto. I've done a month completely keto a couple of years ago. Um, that's another story for another day, but I'm not against trying it. I think it's fine if it does work for certain people, but I'm going to give you the 3 reasons I believe it typically does work, or at least create proponents of the system, which again are the 3 reasons I don't use it. So, number 1, keto requires you to draw a very hard line in the sand and doesn't permit you to cross it. So, to do keto properly, and I believe there's a lot of people who are doing, a low carb, high fat diet or a low carb, high bacon diet who believe they're doing keto who might not be. But regardless, when you're doing keto properly, you're looking at probably 85% minimum of your calories coming from fats. That by itself is an incredibly hard line to draw and requires so much diligent planning to pull off on a day-to-day basis that even by itself, that's a crazy thing to do. Like just a crazy amount of work. Now, outside of that, keto doesn't permit you to have cheats, breaks, whatever. Depending on what you're having when you have a cheat meal, you are now kicked out of keto for a significant period of time. We're not talking a couple hours. We're typically not talking a day. We could be talking anywhere from 3 days to a week, depending on your activity level, how you cheated, how long you cheated for, all that kind of stuff. So keto is anything that restrictive moves you in the direction of what I would consider disordered eating, where your diet takes up thought constantly throughout your day and subsequently your life. Now, I'm not saying people who do that are, bad people or anything like that, but that's not necessarily where I would want to live, nor where I typically want my clients to try to live. Number 2, keto gives you this massive hit of immediate gratification when you start doing keto. The first week somebody does keto, especially if they're a bigger person, they're easily looking at 5 to 10 pounds of scale weight loss. And that gives them, 1, this giant boost of like, I finally got it. But 2, it sets them up for these crazy expectations. They go, wow, I wanted to lose 50 pounds. I lost 7 pounds this week. 8 weeks from now, I'll be ahead of my goal by 6 pounds. That was quick, impressive math. No big deal. I didn't plan that. Now, obviously, it doesn't work like that. The immediate weight you drop when you start keto is because you're not eating carbs and you're not holding water in your body with those carbs. And not that holding water with carbs is a bad thing. This isn't like being super bloated. Your body just stores water with carbs. Carbohydrate is part of that. But regardless, people get this big like, boom, I lost all this weight. I'm going to crush it. And this either 1, they're like, I'm going to hammer it again next week and it'll be the same. And it never is. Or 2, they go, oh shit, I should have a cheat meal. This is great. They do that. The water comes back. They get super bummed out. Either way, I don't think it sets them up for anything good 99% of the time to have that huge hit, which is imaginary weight loss. You haven't lost 8 pounds of fat or 8 pounds of anything but water. Now, number 3, the other issue I personally have with keto is the proponents of keto believe in it. And I don't mean believe in it the way I believe in gravity or the way that I believe I can click a button and upload this video and you can watch it. I mean, they believe in it like people believe in 4-leaf clovers. They have this irrational belief that there's something magical about it. And I think that's a problem for a million reasons. I'll give you a couple of them. I don't know if I have time for a million exactly. One of the first problems with that is it makes it hard for them to see the reality of what's happening. When you believe in something, just because you believe in it, not because of any type of merit or any type of particular evidence, but just because you want it to be true and you feel it. When you believe in things for reasons like that, it makes it very hard for you to approach anything with a little bit more of a technical view on it or a more realistic view. Okay, what's really happening? Why is this happening? What can I change to move forward? What's working, what's not? How do I analyze this? It makes it really difficult for you to look at things that way. And that leads into issue number 2 with that kind of belief, where it takes away your own personal power. You didn't lose weight because you followed a keto diet. You lost weight because you followed a diet. And you followed a diet where you you were careful with how many calories you were eating, where you were hopefully quite active, where you watched your macronutrients and your micronutrients and all of those things. And it's incredibly important to know that if you can make a keto diet work, you can make any diet work, and vice versa. But when you give over this power that you have, the power of your own discipline, your own actions, your own goals, all that kind of stuff, into some keto magic, it sucks that out of you and then it's gone. And it hurts people's self-belief because they don't believe they achieved something. They believe keto gave them something. And I think that can be really damaging going forward as well. So my advice, obviously, is not really to do keto. I don't really promote that for myself, my clients, et cetera, et cetera. If you are going to do keto, that's cool. I would keep all of these three things in mind, especially the last one, so that you know that any results you do or don't achieve are the results of your own merit and your own actions, so that you can change that and control that going forward in whatever direction you need to. Good luck.